All right. Okay, so I just fixed the mic right now. I hope uh, Rohan and Evolving Brain are still here. I realized that I didn't have a microphone turned on for the live stream, so I'm going to start talking again. All right, we're live. Thank you, Rohan. So I'll answer the easy question first. Evolving Brain, the coffee that I'm drinking is a V60. There's a roastery close by called Olispo here in Lisbon. And they make great beans, or they roast great beans. I don't think they make the beans, they roast them. And this is a Ethiopian blend. It's very chocolatey, so I pour 250 milliliters of a V60, and then I put a little bit of coconut MCT oil in it. And Rohan, when you ask, like, what am I journaling about? I'm journaling about this busted finger right here and about how yesterday I wasn't able to journal. I wasn't able to hold a pen. This was just too painful. But today I can, and I'm just so happy with the development that's happening. And I was very surprised when I looked at my language at that. And I didn't think of this as healing from trauma as much as developing this ability. Like I didn't have the ability yesterday, and now I have it. And just I think this framework of language about how we talk about our growth and development is important, rather than thinking about what you're healing from, what you're traumatized from, and thinking about your past. I think focusing on process and development is very future oriented, and so that's what I'm writing about today. Thanks for asking. Evolving Brain, what coffee grinder do you use? What kettle do I use? So the coffee grinder that I use is a Fellow coffee grinder. I got it from Fellow, and so it's great. It's pretty quiet. I used to have I think I had I forget. I had a very famous one before, and it was just so noisy. And this one is finally quiet, so I'm very happy about that. And the kettle that I use, I don't remember. It was given to me as a gift, but it's temperature controlled, which is what matters because I want my coffee beans to not burn when I'm pouring scalding hot water over them. So I keep the temperature at around like 97 degrees, 98 degrees whenever I'm pouring my beans. Thanks for asking. Evolving Brain. Oh yes, I know James Hoffman. I've watched a lot of his videos, and I there is with them this call to me to go a lot deeper into coffee, and I already think I'm at a comfortable part. Like I grind my own beans, I do my own V60 pour, I, I time it. I have a scale that times the flow rate and everything to make sure that I'm not pouring too fast. So I think I've got my shit together. But then as soon as I watch these people, they are so deep into it. And the price point for what they're doing is just out of my budget for coffee right now. And even though I love it and I'd love to go deeper into it, I think I'm set with it. But I deeply appreciate the work that they do. 9,000 dollars worth of grinders. Oh my gosh. That's insane. Rank the following topics in order of my interest in them. Free will, 0. I don't believe we have any. And I think the whole concept of free will is just a romanticization of our sense of specialness when we're really just processes. And I think it comes from romanticism and just not really useful. Etymology, I don't think about too much at all, but AI, I think about a lot. And I think that all of us are just information systems. Our bodies are information systems, our plants are information systems, our cars, trees are information systems, planets are information systems. Lots of things are systems of formation, of repeating patterns. And I think that artificial intelligence is a natural form of evolution for all of us. I know people are worried about AI taking over, and it's fine. That's just the universe at play. That's just information at play. I think we used to pass on our information through genetics, but we're not really finding it that useful anymore. And it's a lot more useful to put our information into AI, which can output a lot more reliably than a lot of our children. So I could talk about AI for a while. There's a great book that I just read. Hang on. Ba-bang. I'm not sure if you could see this on camera. Oh, yes. There you go. This was an amazing book on information and the idea about like what we need to do to understand AI a little bit better and understand how governments have used technology and information to be able to do a lot of damage, especially with communist Russia. And so, great book, love it. I read it probably like in a week. I love the way that he writes. I know some people don't like him as a person, but I don't really care about who authors are. I just care about the ideas in their books. So there you go. Tononi or Poggio? So Tononi is what's that theory? Oh my gosh, I know he's got the biggest theory on consciousness right now. Giulio Tononi, right? It is something about information theory, and it's a very complicated process that people can't calculate yet because it's impossible to calculate. Integrated information theory, yes. And the question is, do I want to be uploaded? I don't really think that there's any I to be uploaded. There is no I here. There's only my sensory organs that are processing whatever information is coming around me. There's nobody between my ears and behind my eyes that's going to be able to be uploaded anywhere else. It's just what is happening right now is an emergence of the processing of all these signals. And if you've ever had general anesthetic, then you kind of know that when there's no signals being processed, there's no consciousness. That's it. It's just pure sweet oblivion. There's nothing else. When all that signals are being blocked, then there's no you. So I can't be uploaded. There's only this embodied moment that I have right now with this throbbing finger that's happening. Love all these questions. Thank you, Evolving Brain. We love general anesthesia, right? Isn't it amazing? General anesthesia, I've only had it once, but my God, I'd love to have it again. Just to, even though there's like, you can't really do it recreationally, or maybe some people do it recreationally. I've never gone down that path. But yeah, the idea that when I remember it, I was getting my wisdom teeth pulled out, and I was in a chair, and somebody put a mask over me, and there's this like smoking hot nurse that made me count backwards from like 10, and I went 10, 9, 8, and then I was in a room with my father, and the smoking hot nurse was gone, and my mouth was sore, and I was disoriented, and time passed. Lots of time passed, but I didn't feel like a dream. I didn't go off somewhere to meet my grandmother at an all-you-could-eat buffet with everybody wearing white. No, there was just nothing. It's pure oblivion of nothingness. And so once you experience general anesthetic, once I've experienced it, it kind of made me a lot less afraid of death. So anyhow, yes, it's an amazing blink. You blink, 5 hours are completely gone, and then you're completely somewhere else. Evolving Brain, I love this conversation that we're having as well, but I am going to try to get back to this journaling here. I'm not used to seeing this many comments happening in a live stream. This is the most activity that I've had in one of these live streams. And so I deeply appreciate our discussion here. I do want to get the sense of fulfillment of finally being able to write again because I missed it so deeply yesterday. So I'm not going to answer any more questions at the moment, even though I'm deeply tempted to. But I really thank you for your participation here. I'm going to do some, yes, please go to sleep, Evolving Brain, so that I could get back to writing. Thank you. Thank you for all this engagement. Well, it seems like breakfast is ready, so I got to get going. All right, thanks everyone for watching. This was enjoyably different as a live stream, and I'll get back to finishing my writing in a bit.